What's legal, but if you do it you still look like a psychopath. Using both hands to put on chapstick. Eating in public without using your hands at all. Wearing the skin of a roast chicken like a mask. Instead of holding the door open. Especially at a restaurant with dual double doors. You close them right after you exit the building. Stop responding midway through an IRL convo, but maintain eye contact. Flying a kite at night. What historical events are so absurd that they would be too strange for a fiction story or a movie? Back in the 1780s. After being elected president, George Washington decided to send a letter to Congress that basically said, "Hey, looking forward to working with y'all. This will be exciting." Quote. However, George wasn't very eloquent, and was generally busy and stressed. So he asked his friend James Madison to compose the letter to Congress. Which James did. When Congress received the letter, they decided to respond in kind. Not wanting to slight the new president, they wanted to send back a letter that essentially said, "We're glad you're excited. So are we." They decided there was no one better in Congress to write the letter than their very own James Madison. So, James writes a response to the letter he wrote in the first place. And Congress sends it to George. George decided to respond with something along the lines of, "Oh, good. I'm excited that you're excited, too." Quote. And since his buddy James did such an excellent job with the first letter, George again went to him and had him compose the response. Congress received the letter and, again not wanting to be awkward and ignore the president, decided to reply with yet another letter that basically said, "Hey, we're excited that you're excited that we're excited." Quote. And once again, they had James Madison compose the response. So James Madison, future 4th President of the United States, wound up writing himself 4 letters back and forth between George Washington and Congress, and was too embarrassed to tell anyone about it. The Toronto Circus riot of 1855. The fire department and some clowns get into a disagreement at a whorehouse, and get into a punch-up. The clowns win, but the firemen return to the circus later and start attacking in revenge. The firemen win the day, but violence is stopped when the militia come in. The police do nothing, so the city fires all the police, and I mean everyone, and starts a new police force. Hitler, Tito, Stalin, Trotsky, and Freud were living in the same Vienna neighborhood in 1913. Juan Pujol Garcia. https en.wikipedia.org/Juan_Pujol_Garc%C3% Ada. World War II spy who won both the German Iron Cross and Order of the British Empire for spying. He initially approached British intelligence and offered his services, and was refused. Undeterred, he created the persona of a loyal Nazi supporter, became a German agent, gathered a payroll of fake sub-agents, all bankrolled by Germany, persuaded the German Navy to chase a fake convoy, then finally got recruited by the Allies. He finally fed misleading info to the Axis about the D-Day landings, causing them to deploy forces to the wrong locations, even after the invasion had begun. A guy broke into the Prime Minister of Canada's house with a knife, intent to kill the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister's wife hears someone walking around downstairs and tries to wake her husband. The PM just tells her it's nothing. Go back to sleep. She gets up and investigates, finding the knife-wielding assassin. She grabs an Inuit statue of a loon and beats the shit out of the guy. Our PM then runs into the hall and helps his wife take down the assassin. These are two people in their 60s just kicking the shit out of some dude in his late 20s. She calls the local police who arrive. only to realize they forgot the fucking key to the front gate. So they sent someone back to the station get it. The assassin was later confirmed to have major mental health issues. Less than 5 years later, he was successfully treated for his schizophrenia, released from his treatment facility and formally apologized to the couple from the last time this was asked. The marathon at the 1904 Olympics in St. Louis. The first-place finisher did most of the race in a car. He had intended to drop out, and got a car back to the stadium to get his change of clothes, and just kind of started jogging when he heard the fanfare. The second-place finisher was carried across the finish line, legs technically twitching, by his trainers. They had been refusing him water and giving him a mixture of brandy and rat poison for the entire race. Doping wasn't illegal yet, and this was a terrible attempt at it. So he got the gold when the first guy was revealed. Third finisher was unremarkable. Somehow. Fourth finisher was a Cuban mailman, who had raised the funds to attend the Olympics by running non-stop around his entire country. He landed in New Orleans, and promptly lost all of the traveling money on a riverboat casino. He ran the race in dress shoes and long trousers, cut off at the knee by a fellow competitor with a knife. He probably would have come in first. Well, second, behind the car, had it not been for the hour nap he took on the side of the track after eating rotten apples he found on the side of the race. 9th and 12th finishers were from South Africa, and ran barefoot. South Africa didn't actually send a delegation. These were students who just happened to be in town and thought it sounded fun. 9th was chased a mile off course by angry dogs. Note: these are the first Africans to compete in any modern Olympic event. Half the participants had never raced competitively before. Some died. St. Louis only had one water stop on the entire run. This, coupled with the dusty road, and exacerbated by the cars kicking up dust, lead to the above fatalities. And yet, somehow, rat poison guy survived to get the gold. The Russian delegation arrived a week late, because they were still using the Julian calendar. In 1904. If you got to pick any career, job and earned $400,000 no matter what career, job would you pick? Reclusive writer. I'd like people to enjoy my work but otherwise forget about me and leave me alone. Park ranger. $400,000 United States dollars per year. Right? I'd say be a hotel, resort critic. That way I get to travel, stay comfortably and get paid for a rather seemingly low-effort gig. Photographer. It's what I like doing now as a hobby. Lighthouse keeper. I could spend months out on some rocky outcrop surrounded by vicious waves and have supplies choppered in once a month. Thrift shop or antique shop owner. All the countries of the world are at a party. What is your country doing? Drinking alone in our underwear at home with no intentions to go to the party. Switzerland. Schmoozing and mingling but not committing to anything. I'm German and I'd say Germany would complain about the taste of the beer. The drunken asshole calling everyone a cunt while doing a shoey. Poland. In the corner with Russia, Belarus and Ukraine. Drinking vodka and fighting each other. Poland fighting Belarus and Ukraine fighting Russia. Argentina is either playing football in the backyard with Brazil or aggressively telling whoever's at the grill how to cook a steak. Imposter syndrome is persistent feeling that causes someone to constantly doubt themselves and their abilities, despite evidence, and fear that they may be exposed as a fraud. Reddit. Do you feel this way about work or school? How do you overcome it? If at all? Serious. Attention. Serious. Tag notice. Asterisk. Jokes, puns, and off-topic comments are not permitted. https www.reddit.com/r/askreddit/wiki/index-wiki_rule_6- in asterisk any asterisk comment. Parent or child. Asterisk parent comments that aren't from the target group will be removed, along with their child replies. Asterisk report comments that violate these rules. Posts that have few relevant answers within the first hour, and posts that are not appropriate for the serious tag will be removed. Consider doing an AMA request instead. Thanks for your cooperation and enjoy the discussion. I am a bot, and this action was performed automatically. Please contact the moderators of this subreddit. Message, compose, to equals, r, AskReddit. If you have any questions or concerns. Haha. Fucking daily. My dude. I don't know if I really overcome it. I power through it and ignore it. But that self-doubt is always there. Any misstep reinforces it. I took the horseshoe approach. I realized everything is fake. It came back around to normalcy. I became a software engineer and that shit hit hard. Now I'm an alcoholic software engineer instead. One of the best advice I have received about imposter syndrome is that it all comes from comparing yourself to others. Don't compare your blooper reel to someone else's highlight reel. I had this issue until I was told it's common. Then my brain clicked like, oh, that makes sense. A lot of people think they're faking it. Even if you are, just fake it till you make it. Figured it wasn't worth stressing about. I know, wasn't worth stressing about, is way easier said than done. But that logic was enough for me.
Subscribe, my brothers.